we have a distinguished naval aviator. Navy Captain, got to get this right, Timadaski, flew in World War II, flew close air support at Chosin in Korea, and flew in Vietnam. Now, I have to tell you, as I've already explained to him, he is a restricted aviator. He flies fixed-wing airplanes. Helicopter pilots fly everything. So, Captain Timadaski, back in the back room. And then my good buddy Ed Doyne, who serves on the board, suggested to me, because on behalf of she who must be obeyed in his family, Lorraine, his wife, he suggested that we have Alice Miller attend to talk a little bit about women in uniform and specifically to display uniforms. So this pretty lady in the Marine Corps uniform, Alice Miller, is here, and she will be addressing us during the program for the Korean War. Alice Miller. And last, but certainly not least, where did he go? There he is. Jeff Baxter is with United Services Automobile Association, and he manages military contributions. And USAA has made a very generous contribution to the Marine Support Group, which will go on behalf of our Sword Fund. We certainly do appreciate that. Jeff Baxter. And then it came as a surprise to me today, and Lord knows I hate surprises. Jeff Bricker, who's on our board, appointed himself to be the Marine liaison to the legislature, because that's what he does for a living, is be a liaison to the legislature, and he's keeping track of military affairs, and he is going to do that for us. So we will, from time to time, keep you aware of things that might be ongoing in the legislature which relate specifically to veterans and or Marines, and keep you up to date. So we now have a legislative liaison at Olympia. How about that for a good deal? One of the events that we do periodically is to award a scholarship, and I'm going to invite Ed Doyne and Sean Robertson and Sergeant Dito and his wife to come up.
Thanks, Jim. I keep saying ditto. Is it Dito?
Dito, sir.
Okay. You had it right and I had it wrong. I stand corrected. So, one of the things that I do for the support group is be the liaison to the University of Washington, and because I have some roots back there. I had Sean's job once upon a time, probably before you were born, I'm guessing, maybe, but close. Anyway.
Just a few years ago, sir.
So, because of the efforts of one of our members and his wife, Vince and Celine Santiago, we have an ongoing contribution that their company, Vetrans, it's a logistic company based down in the Auburn Valley, make a contribution to one of the students at the University of Washington who is in the MECEP program, the Marine Enlisted, wait a minute, MECEP, Marine Enlisted Commissioning Education Program, thank you. And so these are Marines who are on active duty, assigned to the university to get their degrees and then become Marine officers. They're allowed to use their VA benefits while they're there, so that's how they pay their tuition. But the university has this thing about books, and they insist that they buy all these textbooks to hump around. And they've managed now to find a way to get money out of us by raising the price of the books. And so Sergeant Dito is today going to be the beneficiary of something that he will be the 13th awardee of this certificate. He has been an outstanding student at the university, and I'm going to ask the Marine Officer Instructor, Major Robinson, to say a few words. Okay, you want to tell us a little bit about him?
Thanks, sir. Before I talk about Sergeant Dito and Catherine, I'd like to say thank you to the Marine Corps Support Group. There's lots of organizations that reach out to the UW. Some are takers and summer givers. And the Marine Corps Support Group in particular is at the top of that list. So thank you for your time. Thank you for the guest instruction in my classroom. Thank you for your time with the students. Thank you for the money for this. Thank you for the annual sword that you give. So, all right, back to Sergeant Dito. We give this award, and like anything Marine, we never just look at one data point. We always look at the whole person concept. He almost had the highest GPA, didn't get there. Overall, he has a cum of 332. His summer quarter, I'm sorry, that was his autumn. His summer was a 377, and his cumulative is a 3.4. Not bad for a history guy. However, when you think of that, think of this. Last spring, he led my field training exercises. He mentored all of my Marine students. For 11 months straight, he planned our birthday ball, which I think was one of our most top-notch balls that we've had. And a lot of stress came into daily planning and briefing. So with the whole person concept, he's out there 3 times a week PTing with the 19-year-old midshipman. He comes home, he lovingly supports his wife, who's cultivating a career at Amazon, and he is the whole package of a Marine. So that's why he is receiving this award today. I think we can give him a round of applause now.
So, Sergeant Dito, it's my privilege to present to you the Lieutenant Colonel Richard L. Bianchino MECEP Book Scholarship. You are the 13th awardee of this scholarship, and you get this lovely certificate. Okay, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And Catherine, you're going to get the check, okay? So thanks to the generosity of the Santiagos and their company and the members of the support group, this is $350 to help pay for some of those books, okay? Congratulations. Thank you. Okay. Thanks.
That's just some of the stuff that we do around here. Okay, our next meeting is going to be on March 16th. Hopefully it'll be in this room. Hopefully we'll have this many or more people. It is our annual meeting. Now, if you're familiar with corporate structure, you know that you have to have an annual meeting. And at the annual meeting, we have to elect a board of directors. And on your tables is a slate of people who will be nominated to be on that board of directors. They will be elected at that time. So please plan to attend on March the 16th. I have an invitation out to a potential speaker, and we may have to shift that date, but for right now it's the 16th, and we'll go with that for the current time. If you have not paid your dues, please do so. We definitely need the money. Everybody does, and so do we. If you are so disposed, we would like to have a donation to assist us in our sword fund. We have a fund to help pay for some of the initial expenses on our Marine Corps birthday. And we have the MECEP book fund. So we do need to have some assistance in terms of contributions if you are so inclined. We have already discussed the Marine Week. Let me assure you we're going to be in this thing big time. We're going to do a lot of things, some things that people haven't even ever considered. I'm going very hard, I'm going to try very hard to have a celebration at this event that's going to celebrate the 100th birthday of a Marine who served in World War II. Now, if God is willing, he'll be available, and his birthday is shortly after Marine Week. We are, I think, going to have the Commandant here, and I think we can make a very special occasion out of this that nobody else is going to be able to duplicate. Guaranteed.